It's Dr. Julie here with Sargent Wellness, and today I want to share with you some tips that come in handy after you've been traveling. So after you've had a long road trip or you've been on an airplane, I'm going to just show you a couple little mobility drills that I like to use just to keep my body moving comfortably and to kind of unglue all of that tightness that's accumulated from the drive or the sitting. So a few things you want to have on hand, a short foam roller and either a lacrosse ball or a peanut, which would be 2 lacrosse balls, or it can be any type of ball. So it could be a tennis ball or a racket ball. That might be more comfortable for those of you just starting to implement these kind of self-release techniques. So 2 drills I wanted to cover with you. One is how to get your upper back and shoulders moving again. So a lot of times we're driving for long periods or sitting and things become kind of flexed. What we want to do is help that upper back, that thoracic spine, to come back to a neutral position and to restore that extension. So a great way to do that is with your foam roller, and what you'll do is lay back, position that at the base of your ribs, cross your arms, and you're going to do 2 things here. You're going to just roll, and you would do this for about a minute or 2, and then extensions. And when you do the extensions, you're trying to keep your ribs down and just isolate extension at that segment. Support your head and you just drop back. And I'm only dropping back to the limit of my range of motion. Then I'm going to take the roller up about 1 inch and repeat. To level up and to get more pressure, if you have the peanut available, this is where you'll use that for the exact same drill. So what you'll do is position right below your shoulder blades is a good place to start. And you want the divot of that peanut to take the space where your spinous processes are, your bones. So I'm going to lay back. I have the pressure there and support my head and do the same thing as I would do as if I were on the foam roller. This is just going to offer a little more localized pressure and a more intense release. Okay. And lastly, just a self-release technique using the foam roller for your glutes and your hips, because when we've been sitting for a long time, those tissues can become restricted, tight, uncomfortable. So the way you want to do this is you're going to sit on your foam roller and you're going to lean back. To do the right side, I'm going to cross the right leg, and then I'm going to turn my body towards that side so I can get all the meat and the glute area, the back of the hip, kind of the right on the outside of the hip, and I'm just going to roll this section for about 2 or 3 minutes. If you can't cross your leg comfortably, you can just leave it straight and simply just shift your weight over to the side that you're rolling. And as with the other techniques, you don't want to induce any pain or numbness or tingling, and it's safe to implement these several times a day. So not only when you travel, but when you are kind of just feeling stiff and you haven't been moving as much during the day. If you have any questions, please email me, reply to this email below, and be on the lookout for more tips.